Gang, in today's video, I'm covering the top 5 best ARs right now in Warzone 2.0. But before I get on with this list, I just gotta say, obviously there's statistics with all these classes, TTKs, everything, recoil patterns. So there's a lot of thought that goes into it. But also, my list is gonna be different from other people's lists because there's feel, man. Everybody has a different feel for these guns. And for me personally, these are my top 5. So look, I get a lot of comments like, oh man, but this gun's not even that good. I have videos for each of these guns that are probably 30 plus kills. So I'm telling you, like, look, if you want to know my top 5 best, it's in this video right here. And I'm telling you, they're not booby classes because we eat with these classes. All right, look, if you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button, press that like button. Hope you all enjoy it. Let's get right into it. All right, gang, starting out at number 5, I got the Cast-Off 7.62. There's a ton of guns that could probably go in this number 5 slot, but I like the Cast-Off because it plays a lot like the AMAX. It does have a lot of recoil, but if you are like a more advanced player, more skilled player, it shouldn't be too much of a problem for you. On my build, I got the Ammo PV4 at minus 2.32 and minus 1.65. 40 round mags, F-Tac Ripper 56 at 0.62, 0.23. Polar Fire S at 0.68 and 0.65, and then the CAS-10 584mm is going to be at 0.37 and 0.28. Moving on to custom loadout 4, I'm gonna have that as the M4. This is my ASHIKA Island build. I really enjoy this because of the iron sights, the mobility on it's phenomenal, and the recoil is non-existent. I mean, when it comes to a lot of these guns, you know, you hear like, oh, no recoil, low recoil. I mean, this is outrageous. This gun really doesn't move, and your mobility with it's what makes it so cracked because it still has really, really good range. So I highly recommend running this class. And for this build, we're actually going to have, let's see, the X10 grip without a tune on it, 45 round mags, F-Tac Ripper 56 at 0.80, 0.40, Komodo Heavy at 0.80 and 0.34, then the High Tower 20-inch barrel at 0.50 and 0.40. Gang, you gotta try out this M4. Coming in at number 4, this thing is super duper solid, probably one of my favorites, but it's not number 1. Going to number 3, I got my TAC 56 class. Same build layout of the M4, it's just a TAC 56, so we have a different damage profile on this gun. Again, with guns like this, you really have zero recoil. This gun might actually have less recoil than the M4. So I'll just spray down range without touching the joystick. You notice it's perfectly vertical. There's not much left or right sway. So with this gun, all you have to do is kind of pull that joystick down a little bit and you're absolutely frying. So you don't really have to worry about horizontal with this gun, you know, and that's usually where you get the Cronus accusations. Oh, you got a Cronus, you have no recoil. Man, you just got to build your guns just right. A lot of people don't know how to work horizontal recoil. That's where a build like this comes into play, man. Look, we got the FSS Combat Grip at 00 and 00, 60 round mags, F-Tac Ripper 56 maxed out for recoil stabilization. Komodo Heavy is going to be maxed out as well. And then for the Tundra Pro barrel, that is going to be maxed out. I know you can fine tune these a little bit more, but me personally, I always just maxed out for recoil control, and I never have any hiccups. And I'm telling you, I absolutely zap nerds with this class and these builds like this layout. Going on to number 2, I got the RAL LMG. Now look, I know the Seiken's cracked, I know the RPK's cracked, but the RAL's time to kill is so insane, especially for not having recoil to be such a big LMG. There's no way more people are running this. I mean, this gun is so good. I got it at minus 2.32 and minus 1.65. The laser I do not have tuned. 21-inch EXF Rhino barrel, that's going to be at 0.37 and 0.18. TACG 76 is going to be at 0.54 and minus 0.01, which honestly, I don't even think that matters. You can put that 0 if you'd like. And then the SA side grip, I have that at 0.44 and 0.25. Again, this is another one of those builds. Has a little bit of bounce to it, but it's not necessarily like crazy recoil. I mean, I think it's just because the gun hits so heavy. They're big rounds. I mean, you can sit here and shoot at the wall and it looks like it's going all over the place and it's so crazy, but in reality, you look at your pattern and it's just this tiny little blip. So you never really have to worry about any sort of crazy recoil with a gun like this. definitely solid. I definitely think more people should run it. In the same sense, if everybody ran it, I think it'd probably get nerfed pretty quick, and I kind of hope it doesn't because I really enjoy it. That's definitely my number 2. And number 1, this is probably like to no surprise, it's gonna be the ISO Hemlock. So this is my ASHIKA Island build for the ISO Hemlock. It definitely has very great recoil control, but I have classes that are a lot more accurate than this one. I just like the damage profile, medium range, close range, and like getting into longer shots. This gun absolutely slaps. I got ammo PV4 that's going to be at minus 1.84 and minus 1.65, 45 round mags, high velocity ammunition at 0.52 and plus 6.97, Echoless 80 that's going to be at minus 1.08, minus 6.8, and the FSS OLAV laser that's going to be tuned at 0.37 and minus 27.97. Again, this is one of those guns you can control it fairly easy, but the damage is what really makes this gun shine, man. It absolutely goes hard. It just has a lot of pop in between rounds because of that slower fire rate, but I mean up close to mid-range, I mean this thing gets crazy, especially for the fire rate. You know, like usually your slower firing guns are gonna have a little bit higher of the damage profile. It makes me think of the Man of War a little bit from what game was that? If you know what game the Man of War is from, you get this far in the video, comment down below what game that was, because this gun reminds me a lot of the Man of War. But anyways, gang, those are my classes. If you're new to the channel, enjoy the content, man, hit that sub button, press that like button. I'll catch you all tomorrow for another banger. Let's get it.